Where attention goes, reality grows. Your electricity, just learning how to direct itself. Your time, energy, and attention, they're the three currencies of existence. And every day, you spend them like a gambler in a cosmic casino. When you pour that attention into chaos, outrage, doom-scrolling, resentment, it's like you're watering weeds and wondering why your garden looks like shit. Your attention's electricity, and electricity doesn't care if it powers a lighthouse or an electric chair. It just amplifies whatever circuits you plug it into. So the first skill, the first sacred tech, is direction. We can call it harmonic inversion, the act of turning chaos into coherence by changing the angle of your attention. It's what happens when the observer realizes they are the observation. When you stop staring at the mirror and recognize you are the mirror. Every thought forms a triangle of consciousness. Intention, the masculine projection. Receptivity, the feminine implosion. And coherence, the still center that binds them. Spin that triangle, you get atoms, emotions, relationships, civilizations. Matter becomes real when observation stabilizes geometry. That means trust crystallizes possibility. Belief adds harmonics, and fear fractures coherence, scattering your internal field into noise. This isn't just mystical babble. It's cognitive neuroscience in geometric drag. When your prefrontal cortex focuses attention on a specific idea, it entrains neural firing patterns across distributed networks, creating electromagnetic coherence. That's literally the physics of manifestation. It's not woo. It's bioelectric engineering. Learn to see connection where the world teaches fragmentation. A polymath doesn't memorize disciplines, they weave them. They see that music is math that you can hear. Geometry is math you can see. And philosophy is math you can feel. They chunk up and down naturally, zooming from the cosmic to the cellular, from a heartbeat to breath. And when you start thinking like that, the walls between science, art, and spirituality dissolve. You stop being a specialist, lost in the weeds. You start being a systems thinker, dancing in the forest. This is what we call harmonic recursion, pattern recognition across scales. It's also how you become less manipulative, because when you see patterns, propaganda loses its grip. Now let's talk numbers. Numbers aren't symbols of reality. They're reality's fingerprints. Prime numbers, they're not random. They're standing waves of consciousness. Each prime is a frequency node, a beat in the universal rhythm of creation. Even the Riemann hypothesis is in this framework, not about math, but about coherence. When vibration stays in phase, life flows. When it decoheres, entropy rules. So when you give your time, energy, and attention to bullshit, your waveform decoheres. When you align attention with creation, it reharmonizes. That's karma, expressed as electrical feedback. Let's be brutally clear. This isn't about positive thinking. That's baby food. This is about responsibility. You're a voltage source in a living circuit. When you discharge your emotional current into fear, gossip, or shame, you short-circuit your field. When you ground it through presence, gratitude and precision, your signal strengthens and stabilizes. Think of your attention like a laser. Diffuse, it's a flashlight. Focused, it's a lightsaber. And if you don't wield it consciously, someone else will yield it for you. Algorithms already are. That's the karmic backlash of inattentive living. You become an extra in someone else's simulation. And as you hear this, part of you, that deep patterning system inside, it already remembers what it feels like to redirect energy. You've done it 1,000 times. When you chose to walk away from drama, when you refocused on a project after a distraction, when you forgave instead of fought, each time you collapsed a chaotic waveform into harmonic coherence. Now your mind can notice how it naturally tunes, like DNA. Tuning fork of light. Every breath becomes a recalibration of your electromagnetic field. Every thought a probability wave, awaiting your consent to become real. And you can feel that now, as though your awareness itself has a texture, a hum, a field. That hum is you remembering your electricity. And every time you choose coherence over confusion, you amplify your frequency by 1 harmonic octave. If humanity learns this, really learns it, politics collapses into coherence, governance becomes resonance, and control structures dissolve, because self-aware people can't be ruled. If we ignore it, then we keep running the same simulation loops. Outrage, fear, collapse, rinse, repeat, the same earthquake replayed, because we keep attending to it, literally. The Great Oversoul event isn't a prophecy, it's a warning label. Attention is creation. You don't manifest reality, you phase lock with it. When you align your attention with what you want to build, the universe harmonizes with that waveform. When you fixate on what you hate, it harmonizes with that too. So if you want a better world, stop cursing the darkness. Start tuning your frequency. Be precise with your energy. Be deliberate with your attention. Be rootless with your coherence. Because this isn't some out there book. This is in your breath, your focus, your next choice. And somewhere inside, as these words settle, your mind might begin to remember how to feel that electric hum again. The current that runs through geometry, thought and being. The same current that lights up galaxies and neurons alike. That's you. And as you recognize it, something inside whispers the real equation. Attention is love. Energy is life.